She's done the impossible. She's done what everyone says cannot be done.
Listen to her friends.
She's the gauge, of how well or how fit I am. Wow, I was only 30 seconds behind her.
Even her foes.
How can you deny the number of races she has won? It's impossible.
And especially her fans.
Go for the gold! Come on, all right, Julie!
They will all tell you the same thing about Julie Furtado.
She's rewritten the record books. She's virtually owned the sport.
From California to Canada, Berlin to Barcelona, Julie Furtado has crossed the finish line in first place more than anyone in mountain bike history. 3 times a World Cup champion, 5 times a national champion. In 1993, she thoroughly dominated the scene, winning 17 consecutive races.
Faster!
At 29, Furtado may become the first woman to win an Olympic gold medal for mountain biking. A resident of Durango, Colorado, she's been training not in the Rocky Mountains, but along the Pacific coast and in the redwood forests of Santa Cruz, California.
I would love a gold. I just want to stand there with the anthem coming down, or the anthem being sung. I just love that.
As a teenager, Julie was on the U.S. ski team, but 6 knee surgeries kept her out of the Winter Olympics. So she traded her skis for pedals. Furtado has made the cover of virtually every cycling magazine around the world. Her secret? Described as part genetics, hard work, and raw fury.
Raw fury. Now, I don't know what they were smoking, but I do not have raw fury. I'm probably the least intimidating racers out there. And
When you're competing, is there a point when you feel you hit a wall and you're not sure you can keep going?
yeah, almost every race I want to stop. You go, I cannot keep this pace. It is so painful, but you keep going.
Race winnings, a sponsorship by GT Bikes, and endorsements like this Nike commercial help keep her going.
You can protect your eyes and your skull and your ribs.
But earnings of $400,000 a year cannot protect her from the rigors of racing. In Colorado, she flips over her handlebars, though she still wins the race. In Belgium, she falls off a bridge. Still, she wins. In Canada, she careens off a trail and has to drop out with a dislocated kneecap. The very next day, in another race, she pedals to victory using only one leg.
I have never suffered so bad in my entire life.
But Furtado's most painful experience didn't happen on any race course. For much of her life, she says her motivation to excel in sports was partly to escape a troubled relationship with her mother. When Julie's mom committed suicide more than a year ago, Julie came to terms with the tragedy in a very public way.
My mom passed away a couple weeks ago, and she took her own life.
This awards dinner marked a new chapter in Julie Furtado's life.
This is from my mom, and I know she's watching, and I love you, and thanks very much.
Now Julie Furtado has a new reason to ride, an Olympic first for her sport. Today, in a grueling 20-mile race, she takes on the world's best, 29 other women, including her greatest rival.
Tell me about Allison.
Allison who? Cider. I know, I'm just kidding.
When it comes to Canada's Alison Sidor, there's little for Furtado to kid about.
She's intensely competitive. She has had a phenomenal year.
In fact, a better year than Julie's. Furtado says she overtrained for the Olympics early this season, giving Alison Sidor an edge.
It's to my advantage to leave the race to a sprint, and so I'll do that.
She's an awesome sprinter. I hope it doesn't come down to a sprint.
But if it does, you may see Furtado try an amazing maneuver from one of the most exciting races, the Roos Masters Shootout. Here, she sneaks past Alison Sidor and wins by only 1/3 of a second. Of course, this is how Julie Furtado would rather do it. Wide open, with Alison Sidor nowhere in sight.
It's a dream. Whether or not it happens remains to be seen, but it's definitely a nice dream.
For today, Kelly O'Donnell, NBC News, Atlanta.